narudi nyumbani, I'm going home. I'm going home.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Home Healing of My Emotions by Hadassah, where we fix what home broke and we believe that healing is possible. It's been a minute since I grabbed my camera and I recorded something, but I've just been doing some short videos, like 15 seconds or 1 minute videos on TikTok, mainly talking about our favorite subject here, which is all about healing. So if you haven't checked them out, kindly do fast as the first thing. There's one that's on mental abuse, different types of mental abuse. There's another one about forgiveness, and then there's another one about healing your inner child. So yeah, I've tried to be consistent, just that I have not like grabbed my camera to do like a long recording, and that is why I'm doing it today. I'm so grateful. I've been doing fine. I've been taking my routine of self-care, and part of my self-care is soul care. And I hope all of us are doing that. The year is still very green, that we can still stick to our resolutions. And if somebody decided that their only resolution this year was self-care, then prioritize soul-care in that self uh, self-care package, because what they say is that self-care behind the scenes is taking care of your mental health. It's about letting go regret, shame. It's about just taking care of your mental health. That is self-care out on the backside. But then self-care on the front end is you taking care of yourself, eating healthily, doing your nails, just taking good care of yourself, pampering yourself, being a child once in a while. Yeah, so I hope we are doing that. I don't take much time. I have a topic today that I'd like to discuss, and that is all about frustration and our new normal, accepting our new normal, and what our new normals, and what are the implications and consequences of not accepting our new normal. Now we are in the period of, okay, I'm getting tired of holding my camera, but okay, maybe I can interchange the hands. Oh, no, that one is not working. Okay, I was listening to a podcast recently, and these people are talking about frustration. And what they were saying is that frustration is as a result of failed expectations. And instead of telling people to minimize their expectations, they were discussing how frustration can lead people to different type of emotions, where you find maybe you are expecting to do something at a certain age, like the way there's too much pressure in the society about especially getting married, and especially for women, we are just told by 25 you're supposed to have been married. Others are told by 30 you should have finished giving birth, and all these are form of pressures that can highly impact on someone, because maybe you have not gotten there yet, and so you feel like recently I lost a friend of mine, and I remember when we were talking with him, he kept telling me that he was 34 years old. He kept telling me that at 34 years, he thinks that he should have had a child, he should have had a baby, and he was feeling like time is running out. And sadly, we lost him. And yeah, it is just a reflection. That is just one story, a reflection of how the society can really put people under pressure. And if we are not able to reach these things, then it becomes difficult for us to accept our new normals. So for example, you wanted to finish school at a certain age, and you are not able to do that. If you do not handle that well, it can morph into something that is bigger than just that failed expectation. And so I know all of us, there's this picture of the future and the kind of life that we wanted for ourselves. It is this is life. There are people who have just gotten it right. I remember a friend of mine showing me a photo shoot of a guy they went to school with, and he had posted like his photos um, in kindergarten, and then how he went to a nice high school. After that, he got into law school. After by the time he was graduating from law school, he did a wedding. After he did the wedding, he had pursued his masters, and so he had documented that kind of a life that is so seamless. I mean, that is not the story for most of us. And so, if maybe there's a way you had planned your life to be, and you had set goals for yourself and expectations, and then it does not turn that way, so many of us can remain stuck in a past that we forfeit what our future could be holding. And one of the things that those guys were talking about is that if we are not able to manage our frustrations, if we are not able to accept our new normals, it can lead to situational depression. And when we talk about situational depression, we are not talking about chemical or clinical depression, because that is completely something different. Clinical depression can be as a result of so many things. It can be because of chemical imbalances, and and that is not what you're talking about. Situational depression is, according to a guy by the name Archer, he says situational depression is as a result and a consequence of a person's inability and unwillingness to accept their new normal. And so maybe you buried someone you never thought you'd ever bury in your life. Maybe you lost a child. Maybe you were not able to achieve the things that you wanted to achieve. Maybe you feel like you missed your opportunities. You feel like you wasted your time. You made wrong decisions, and now your life is like it's halted. It's stuck in that place where maybe things did not turn out. And this is what Archibald continues to say about situational depression. He says situational depression is when you're hit by issues and situations in life over and over again. And so you realize that it is not one traumatic event, but sometimes you're just hit by one thing. Maybe your relationships are not working, your career life is still not thriving, and you're just feeling like you are stuck. Things are you are you try venturing into something and it does not work out, and you feel like you are stuck in your life. And so, if we are not aware of situational depression, then we may find ourselves that things have happened in our lives. We have not been able to accept our new normal. Like, let's say if you wanted to get married to someone and you never got married to them, that's your new normal. You got to accept that that's your new normal. If maybe you never wanted to have children before marriage, but now you do, that's a new normal, and you got to accept your new normal. And so I know it takes a lot of strength for us to just move past beyond a past that is so ugly. But towards the end of that discussion that I was listening to, those guys said that the devil knows, the devil understands the implications of not accepting our new normals. He understands that if you are still stuck at a past, then that means is that you are not going to approach life with a nymph, with a vigor that maybe you did before. You'll not fully occupy yourself. You'll not fully throw yourself into things because you are so afraid of being hurt again, of being frustrated again. And so what you do is that you lay back, and we know that in this life we reap what we reap what we sow. And if we cannot throw ourselves half-heartedly into something, into a career, into a relationship, and expect to have full return of that. We have to give our all if we want a return, a bigger and a better return. And so this is what they were recommending. They were saying that it's okay. It's okay to mourn, and it's okay to mourn the loss of the things that you never got. It's okay to mourn that person that you lost, and grieve even opportunities that you never got. But then rise up, because the only way to overcome an ugly past is by creating a beautiful future. There is a story in the Bible of Joseph, and he had been rejected by his family. And when he became a father, he got two beautiful children, and he named the firstborn Manasseh. And when he named him that way, he said that I call you Manasseh because for you have made me to forget all the pain of my father's house. So in our future, we can create a beautiful future for ourselves that we remember it hurt. We remember the past hurt, but we cannot tell how it felt. And so it's my encouragement to you, to myself also, to create to focus on accepting our new normals. Like for example, myself, I accept my new normal of being a mother and not yet hitched. I mean that one I've already accepted. For you, maybe it could be something different. During this time of the pandemic, it has been so difficult. People had to like change their lives completely, to readjust, to pivot. And I would encourage us. I don't know which area of your life that you feel if you had done things differently then things would have been different. I don't know which area of your life that you have regrets on, but what I want to encourage you is that let the past remain in the past, but focus, forge forward, create a beautiful future for yourself so that the past can be overridden by a beautiful future. And something else that I have mentioned previously on my videos is that sometimes it is not about what happens to us, it's about the story we tell ourselves. And so, if we manage to interpret the situations in our lives properly and not think that it is over, it is done for me, we can be able to reframe and see like closed doors as opportunities. We can also see rejection as protection, and that is reframing. And so, my prayer is that God will help each and every one of us to move on, to accept and move on from the life that we thought that we wanted. And after that, we create for ourselves and our children and our generations a beautiful future, because God knows our better days, and we know that just because we had bad days in the past does not mean that our best days are in the past. Our best days are in our future, and our future, we cannot realize it if we remain stuck in a past that is unproductive, in a past that cannot be revised, in a past that cannot be changed. So thank you so much, and I hope that this video is of value addition. I'm literally so tired. My arm is hurting me. I got to go. Thank you so much. God bless you, and kindly subscribe to my channel. Kindly share this content with people so that we may keep adding value to each and every person. Until next time, God bless you. Bye bye and shalom.